All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping I'm going viral soon. You can never tell when you're going viral, it just has to happen, right? But I hope I'm getting more views on one video, a lot more, which is nice. I'm very pleased. But sometimes it takes time and does take a long time for some people, and maybe for myself. But I think I might be going viral right now as we speak. Now, I don't know exactly, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems that way. But I could be wrong, okay? But anyway, the point I was trying to make is um, that even though I'm going to be a star and even though I'm going to be famous, you can't lose touch with people. People is where it's at. You wanna belong with people, you wanna be a part of it. And a lot of people really have a hard time with me being popular and stuff like that. I'm not even famous yet and they can see that I will be, so they already are struggling. And for that I just say, well, it's something that you have to you can be important too, and you can do things too. Don't just see someone else out there that's like doing what they want and being who they want. You should try to strive for better, right? Now, if you can't get better, well, that's you have to just deal with that, and unfortunately, that sucks. But you know, you can. Now, the thing that I was going to say in this vlog here is that I have two university degrees. So even though I'm very successful and famous, well, I'm not yet, but I'm going to be. I'm very successful and famous, and I look like a star, and I'm obviously doing quite well, even if I'm not famous. Even though that's the case, I really strongly recommend education. You know why? Because if you are someone trying to be famous, and it takes time, remember, it takes time. If you can get a better job with that time, you're in a lot more luck. You're in a much better situation. Because, like for me, I can get a job a lot easier because I have 2 degrees, right? It's a lot easier for me to get a job now. Um, Sometimes the jobs are not the greatest, but at least the job is easier for me to get. I'm a lot smarter than a lot of people, intellectual wise and even street wise a little bit. Enough. I'm pretty wise smart too, but I'm very smart about everything because I have 2 degrees and I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of things. So for me, it's kind of like, well, you kind of just say, well, my parents were awesome. My parents were really good to me. So my parents loved me very much. My mom was very affectionate. She was adorable, and my dad was awesome. He was very good looking and always focused on being good looking and having a music career and also a construction career he had. So very grateful that he was so diligent about staying attractive because he had a lot of people that were trying to bring him down and do things for him or do things against him, and he stayed strong. And my mom was very kind of like, well, she was good for sure. She was awesome. Well, she was really good too. She was beautiful too. But my mom was very much like, you have to go to school. You have to work hard at school. You have to make sure you do well in school. School is the only way you're gonna do well. And I at the time I believed that. When I was younger, I didn't think I was gonna be famous or do anything like this. For me, it was not something I was planning on at all. And when I was told about education, I'm like, yeah, that's the only way I can go. I didn't see myself getting a career in music or anything like that. To me, it wasn't something I ever thought I could get. So, when my mom was like that, I was like, yes, I definitely need that. And who wants to be a construction worker? Yes, some people love it, and yes, it's really good. If it's easy for you, apparently for my dad, it was very easy. He still looks great, and he took really good care of himself. And for him, he can do that all day, and he's comfortable with that. That's like when I work as a car salesman, I'm very comfortable with that. So for me, it's like I'm very used to it. So to me, it's something that's very easy to me. So when I do that, I'm kind of like, well, it's just something I do easily. And some people will be totally stressed about that, right? So it just depends on what your skill sets are. But yes, so I'm very grateful that my mom and dad, especially my mom was very much into education. She was like, you need an education. You don't want to be a construction worker. And being a construction worker is great, but I mean, if you can have an education and do really well with that and succeed, it's much better. It's way better, and some people love construction. Don't get me wrong; it's a career that's very important. Trades are very important, and there's a lot of people that are good at them are hard to find these days. But maybe there's more than that than necessarily that I'm saying. But there might be some more good people at that than I think. But it's hard to find good people at that. But I mean, the thing about trades is that if you can have a career where you're using your intellect, it's a lot easier on you. Not necessarily that it's worse or better, but if you like working out and you're good at it, why not do construction? Some people love it, but yes, if you're intellectual, Having a YouTube channel is a lot easier. Look at all of the titles I've come up with, all the videos I've come up with. 12,100 videos now. So that's a lot of videos. So if I'm coming up with that, I have to come up with the title. Without any intellect or any education, I can't come up with a title. There's no way. So of course that's what I needed to do in order to be successful. Now originally the idea, my mom's idea was to go to school so I can get a job where I'm working in something intellectual, right? And that's what I kind of do. Car salesman, you can't be a dumb person to be a car salesman. Not that you need an education necessarily, but it helps. But yes, so now because I'm starting to sing and dance, it really came in handy. And the funny thing is, my education has nothing to do with theater or drama or dance or anything like that. I have no formal training whatsoever. I just grew up being really passionate about music and really singing it lots and doing it all the time and just really getting into it. When the bar scene happened for me at a certain age, I was really into the music. So I loved it, and so I sang it all the time and sang it really loud and listened to it at home and all that. So my poor mom, she was so annoyed. But yeah, so yes, so it did help me. So and education is very important. And now most of you might be adults. If you're 18 even, go to school, get a college diploma, or get a university degree. Even if you are going to be famous, you know, a lot of people are famous, but they're not ready for it because they don't have an education to back them up or anything like that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Okay, bye now. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy Marco DC, incredible performer, incredible talent with 2 degrees. All right, thank you. Bye now.